everyday grinding, I feel so relentless. Pray for each day, cause each day is so precious.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 10 of the Chop. Hope everyone's had a good transition into the new year. But we got a big episode for us, number 10, double digits, moving up the ranks slowly but surely.
Yeah.
But today we wanted to talk a little bit about like some of the influences we've had with our community and people that have impacted us, and just reassured that this is what we want to do, why we're here, and why we're doing it. So we wanted to talk about some of those people and things we've done over the past year and incorporate that into today. And to show our love and appreciation for you guys.
Absolutely. Yeah, just going right off of that, I remembered a story that I told you, B, and I don't believe I told Mikey C this yet. But one of our past grinds of the week, Ephraim.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm hip. The violin,
yeah,
the orchestra.
violin.
Shreds the violin.
Oh yeah.
Shreds the violin. So when we were in actually first year of college, I was still working at Ben and Jerry's over the summers back home.
Oh bet.
So he had just walked in. He happened to be in the area. He walked into the store and he was like, "Yo, man, like this RGR thing you guys started is absolutely incredible." I guess it was later than freshman year then.
Yeah.
But he expressed to me like how much it impacted him. And this is somebody that I hadn't seen since high school. You know, we were close in high school, but we weren't really close afterward. So the fact that he had been paying attention to that and it brought us back close together.
Yeah.
It was incredible for me. And that conversation stuck for years.
Yeah.
And so when I reached out to him to ask him to be that grind of the week, I reminded him of that conversation. He's like, "Of course I remember that conversation.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Won't forget that."
Yeah.
And so just having something that meaningful, even if it's with just one individual, that's fuel for 6 years to come.
Oh
You know?
yeah.
Oh, big time.
Yeah. Definitely. And I mean, you were talking about like Preston earlier, because I kind of knew
Trey
him.
Stone on the beat.
Because I kind of knew Trey Stone, but we weren't like the best of buds. And then you guys started kicking it off.
Yeah, me and him have been kicking it pretty regularly, I would say, for sure. I mean, even a week ago, I mean, we were kicking it over my winter break, and I mean, stepping out of my comfort zone, he hit me up coming from a dance background and was like, "Yo, I'm going to this Krump Battle." And I was like, "Word?" Like I'd heard of Krump dancing, but like wasn't too hip to what it was, what it entailed. And he was like, "You should pull up with me." And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it. Like, why not?" And sure enough, like it was awesome. Like the energy from the dancing is such a different style, and how like people try to incorporate a story into their dance and tell a message, and like dress it like as a first time like viewer of it. I couldn't really comprehend everything they were doing. You know what I'm saying? Like not knowing technique and all that, but Tristan would explain like, "Yo, like this was a reference to Naruto," and he was doing like while he was dancing like some of the moves they would do, and just like I don't know, just like putting that into perspective of like it was like a power up move they would do or something in the show.
Sick.
And like he was doing that in his music, and then he would like drop it, make it explode, like just that energy was awesome. And something I hadn't experienced, and none of that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't through connecting with Dresden,
the community,
through RGR and the community. For real.
I think that's the biggest part about all that is like the experience wouldn't even have been there, and that's why we're here. Like we're this community, you guys, all of you guys, at least for me,
you over here, you.
But yeah, and even you guys, like coming from me, like doing stuff I haven't done before, or
making homies I would have maybe not made before.
Exactly.
Speaking of that big action of you moving up here.
Yeah, bet. Yeah, I think I'm still getting settled, to be honest, and like getting my feel, like figuring out. But now I'm right down the street. It's not get off at Angie's, drive straight here, record a podcast at like midnight to 3 a.m. somewhere in there. We were
Yeah,
doing that.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
were doing
like,
some
yeah.
loco stuff.
and making this happen. Like I've never felt more confident in, this is what I want to do, where I want to be. But yeah, like I said, I'm also still settling in. I got a new job. Mikey the milkman.
Yeah, you should
Shout out Morning
Plug that
Fresh.
a
you
little
should talk
bit,
a little bit
yeah.
on that and just
Yeah,
what
yeah,
what
yeah.
your new grind essentially is.
Yeah, so I mean,
One of your new grinds.
Right, so I stepped away from cooking because I figured, well, damn, how am I? We talk about it all the time. Putting it into real life is different,
Yeah.
but it's stepping away from like what I was doing cooking and completely like 360 different. Delivering milk, home delivery straight
Yeah.
from the farm, like from a
Yeah.
farm.
Yeah.
A Noosa
and-
plug.
Yeah. Yeah, they do all the Noosa in the country. Like it's a big farm. And so like learning all that, learning just even to drive how to drive a bigger truck.
Yeah,
dude,
I was gonna say it's not like you're
backing
driving
in a
car.
truck to
Yeah.
a dock. Like
Yeah.
I'm getting some warehouse work, loading pallets. I gotta load my own truck.
Yeah.
And it's been kicking my ass the past few weeks, but I know like once I get a groove with that too, and that's kind of just part of like settling in, getting it all worked out. But it's definitely been fun to step outside of my comfort zone and just do a different grind,
Yeah.
because that's what it's about, like finding out who we are.
Diversify your grind.
Yeah.
I mean, we mention it a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and being so young, it's like we could if I could afford to do that, I could afford to work at the dairy farm for 5 years and or 1
Completely
year
hop somewhere
or,
else.
like I could just the diversity. It's been fun for sure.
I like just the action part of it too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Everything had to happen quick.
It
Did
was
happen quick.
It was like boom.
and it's kind of done with. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I literally just drove. I was in Denver today. Finished helping my parents move out too. And yeah, it's all like real now. It's like finally like it's all going. It's all into fruition. Like now it's just more action to come, really.
Mm-hmm.
I like it though. I can tell even a difference with you, like when I pulled up to your place, like you were just like so comfortable,
Yeah.
I was
Mhm.
like, you're liking this, huh? Like,
yeah. Like I said,
being out of your
like I
parents'
said.
crib and just
Yeah, and just like I said, it's just I'm confident in what I'm doing right now. So that also makes it easier. Like if you was iffy about it, like, oh, I'm like, no, I'm like RGR bitch.
Yeah.
I'm here now.
beep.
but
RGR.
It's yeah, it's been bad.
Yeah.
That's cool,
So
man.
yeah, thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah. No,
I,
of course.
I kind of
mean,
spaced, like even going in that deep about my milk grind now, the dairy
Yeah.
grind.
I mean, it's definitely different and something I feel like not a lot of people think of, but it's a grind.
Yeah, it is.
It's a grind.
Yeah, you're packing your own pallets.
Yeah.
You were telling me like how meticulous you had to be. Like it was easy at first when you were training because you had someone looking over your shoulder.
Yeah,
you'd be
yeah.
looking over his shoulder.
Yeah, I had somebody like in the back, or like vice versa. Like he would drive, I would, but it was like right when you pulled up to a door, it was already jumping out, running to the door. Like when I just did my first shift on my cell phone Friday, so it's like you got to pull up, make sure the right address, you got to park. Oh shit! All right, get the order, then go, and it's like it's a lot different.
Yeah.
You don't realize like how much time that was saving. I was probably out an extra like 2 hours, but
Wow.
Oh.
it's just a
Okay.
matter of like the consistency and doing it.
Mhm.
Day in, day out. It'll get easier. It's a pretty basic, like it is exactly what you would think it is. You
Yeah. and
pack the milk, you go to the address, you deliver the milk, you take the empties,
Mhm.
Sounds easy, but it's like a lot.
But there's those
Yeah,
little
yeah.
meticulous things that you have to get right.
Yeah. But I've been
Otherwise, you
loving it.
lose 2 hours.
Like everything's new, like in love.
Oh yeah, man.
That's great to hear.
Shout out Mikey C on his new grind.
Yeah.
Thanks, boys.
The love and support.
Yes, man.
Hell
For
yeah.
anyone changing their grind, keep it
Yeah,
up, keep
always.
going. But another person that I can think of off the top of my head that has been like super impactful and like changed my perspective on a lot of things is the boy Stark.
Yeah.
Yeah, Starkey
Matthew.
is
Yeah,
been
shout out Stark.
crazy.
Saint Matthew Starkey, man.
Saint
yeah,
Matthew.
he's definitely he's been pretty impactful the past few months for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get. You gotta.
I'm
meet
just
this
waiting
man.
to meet him, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
we'll
I
get you
can't
hit.
wait.
Yeah.
He glows RGR. Like he is exactly the kind of individual that
He is RGR.
like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He's that kind
Oh,
of
I
guy.
can tell.
And as far as like the past few months, it's just been a blessing to reconnect after high school and do what we're doing with him, like working on some good stuff. And his dad, helping us with our hoodies, this last round of hoodies.
Hoodie / crop top.
Mr. Starkey
These
helped
are the
us with
crop
those.
top actually right here. We got the the cut bottom, sleeve,
Yeah, logos
centered
in the
logo.
front.
No,
Man.
he really hooked it up. And he did a good job.
Got
An
the,
incredible job.
the heavy blend right here as well.
The heavy
Sleeve.
blend, baby.
Yeah, if you haven't got your hoodie, we're gonna be doing a drop again soon. So get in touch with us and
Yeah.
we'll definitely let you know.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to go back to something Mikey C said that touches on what I spoke about with Ephraim and a couple other friends that I have in mind about how
Yeah.
RGR allowed you at least to reconnect with Starkey.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that's so incredible for us that it's brought us close again with people that we kind of lost base with.
Yeah, and it's connection on a not just a surface level.
No,
it actually
no.
means something. I think that's
Yeah.
where it's
I can
like
feel that.
Yeah.
it's like damn, grateful as fuck for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and especially for me, I can tell that like the people that have reached out to me, Ephraim, Zach Lebonsky, Willem Sheets,
Mm-hmm.
everyone that's reached out to me, I can tell that these were homies that I always had good relationships with, and it's still like y'all said, it's that deep, meaningful connection.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I'm trying to hop on this train or I'm trying to.
Right.
No, like RGR really spoke to these guys, and that's why they're reaching out. That's why they're saying something.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it really spoke to them.
And that's exactly what this isn't just like cool hoodies. Like, no, this is like, if you wear this hoodie, man, I love you.
Yeah.
Like straight up.
We support you.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, even if you don't, but it's like
yeah,
that's like being a part of the community.
Even this right here,
the bands are huge,
Even
man.
these, we
when I
were
see
talking about-
when I see people wearing these, man,
goosebumps.
yeah,
Goosebumps.
Chili.
ice chili.
Haha.
Every time someone asks me for a band, I'm like overwhelmed with joy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to rep our shit.
Yeah.
Or they're trying to rep what we're
I
promoting.
love when I'm like telling people and then they're like,
Oh.
I'm like showing them the band with intentions to give it to them. They're like, oh, like I hand it to them and they're like handing it back. I'm like, no, it's yours. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you- like,
Welcome to the
I-
community.
yeah,
sir.
I'm giving this to you.
Like,
Like, yeah, welcome to the community. Glad
Literally.
to have you.
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, that goes back, reminding me to the homies on the soccer team. Like,
Oh, yeah.
some of them have been like, oh, my band broke. I was playing soccer and someone pulled
You're
me.
like,
Or,
"Word."
yeah. Here you go. They're like, no, I'll just wait. I'm like, nah, here you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We'll get you more right away.
That's like Corey.
Last night, B was over at the house. I was telling him, I'm so out of bracelets that I don't even have one. What does he do? Takes the one off his wrist. Gives it to
Yeah.
me. I'm like, are you sure?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I forgot I was there,
Simple as
too.
that.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
But no, I mean, even Corey, like some of the homies, I told them, like, if anyone ever asks you, like, if I have an easy connection with you, I see you
Mhm.
regularly, I was like, give them out. Like,
Exactly.
I'll always give you another one. I'm not going to be like,
Yeah, of
no,
course.
man, that's the only one. The
Yeah,
only one
no.
you get. No.
I was at this party with Manny and Trey, and this kid that I was talking to, Sheamus. Shout out Sheamus, man. That kid loves what we do.
Yeah.
He was talking to me. Oh, I really want a bracelet, man. No. I looked down at my wrist. I didn't have mine, so I looked at Manny, my roommate. I was like, "Yo, give me that real quick."
Yeah.
Without him even responding, I just took it off his wrist. I was like,
Yeah,
"Here."
you're like,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
get
I've
you
had
another
that
one.
happen all the time. Yo, Kane,
Yeah.
take that off your wrist right now.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
But it's exactly things like that. Like, those are the things that have kept us going.
Yeah.
We were talking about how we're going to be coming up on our 1 year that we, went up on social media and like really
Went in, yeah.
and talked about what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
We're coming up on a year on that. So
Yeah, it's crazy.
these are the little things that have kept us, that have made this almost year feel like a couple weeks.
Yeah, honestly,
most.
it was been a pretty quick little year.
For real.
A lot of
Yeah.
growth and change. Personally, I don't know, but like I'm just speaking on me. Like a lot of growth and change.
Yeah.
I think even as a team, as a
as team
brand,
and
as a
individuals,
community,
yeah.
Absolutely.
there's been tons of growth.
Oh yeah.
Think about the growth that we've inspired on others. That's another thing. Like, we can see the changes in our friends, and that's something that has supported us as well, as seeing that change in our friends.
Yeah.
You know?
I know. I always catch myself too thinking back on stuff that's like, it was really profound. Like, when I made a tweet about it like a few days ago when we had Rain Haven on, when we had Joey Loudon, and he was talking about like a picture's usually it's a picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, he was saying in his head as an artist, it's one word is worth 1,000 pictures. And I just thought of that the other day, and I was like, that was that was amazing. Like,
that's
damn,
huge.
that was. And I put it on Twitter, but like just thinking back on stuff that we've done and people we've met or grown closer to, reconnecting with people. I have zero complaints about the year.
No, I completely agree.
Zero. I am content. I'm happy.
Hell yeah.
Like, I know,
Grateful.
And I love it because it just keeps on keeping on.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, I'm just motivated to keep doing more.
Just multiply, exactly.
Yeah, I'm just always thinking now of how can we make it better? How can we incorporate more people? How can we tell people's stories, tell our stories better? And like, we've just been, I feel, expanding in all different realms.
Yeah.
From media, content, learning. I mean,
Speaking
right
of which,
now, when have you seen 3 angles on
Yeah.
the job?
Yeah, true.
Like,
I was gonna say, I feel like we had a
microphones.
super productive conversation about reframing what we want to do with Grind of the Week. You know,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's just the other day.
You know,
Even
how can we expose these people better? How can we give them? How can we shed more light on them?
Yeah,
You know,
that
definitely.
spotlight.
Gotta get that spotlight, baby.
oh my god, you don't have any stare.
Nappy Boy Radio live.
And even little shit like that, man. Like
The TikTok?
It's just been fun. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's part of just being so sure about being up here, feeling the way I do.
Just going off of that,
Christmas.
it motivates me to know that there's 2 other people that are willing to do this as well. Like, no one's telling us to do this.
Yeah.
No one's giving us any incentive to do this.
For sure.
Facts.
We're the ones
mean-
with the incentive. I mean, okay. But there's no one like, here, I'm going to pay you to make these podcasts.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
start this
yeah, yeah.
company and you know?
I feel like the incentive is the response and the feedback
Yeah.
and the people part of the community. That I feel like, to me,
Yes.
that is the,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
you know,
definitely agree
The
with that.
incentive, but
there
that's
just isn't
but
like,
there's nobody
but yeah, no, I
Forcing
see what
us,
you're saying. Yeah.
you know?
There's
Yeah,
nobody
yeah.
forcing us, but that incentive of, sparking growth in somebody else or
that's it right there.
like anything. I mean,
Fact.
that was, yeah,
Big moves.
big money move.
Big moves. Yeah, but I mean, going off that, I feel like that's a perfect point to maybe wrap it up, bring it back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think we chopped it fairly well. I think it's been a very, very good year.
Yeah.
And the new year just started. The new decade just started.
Who?
There's only
2020 vision.
so much
2020
more
vision,
to come.
baby.
Exactly.
Tunnel.
But as we've said, it's a new year, but it's the same grind.
Absolutely.
Just evolving.
Well, hell yeah. Boom. I appreciate you guys signing on for another episode.
Much love
You
to
guys want
everybody.
to say anything real quick before we head out?
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone who has inspired us to keep going, keep working hard. All the feedback we get is much appreciated.
Hell yeah.
And we did just want to take this episode to kind of reiterate, this is why we're here, is because like people showing off their grind and reaching out to us keeps us motivated. And just to know that we can positively impact someone, like,
Hell yeah, brother.
is what we're here
That's
for.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right on.
Anything you want to throw in?
Nah, I think what you said right there at the end was perfect. We just wanted to utilize this episode to show love to the people that have kept us going, and show people why we're really doing this,
Absolutely.
Find your why.
Boom.
I'm the
Boom.
man,
Well,
I'm the man,
You know what it is. Stay grinded.
You don't understand, yeah. What I'm doing, what's my plan, yeah. What's my plan, yeah. Tryna get down with you. Tryna go around with you. Talk to me, yeah, you know I'll be around for you. 440, I'm sport out of town with you.